the sneakiest player in the game.
Yep.
He knows what he excels at, and that is why Spacely is such a good player. He plays to his strengths, doesn't try to go outside his comfort zone, because he knows that his comfort zone is exactly what he does perfectly right. What we're going to do is start off with Saint here, see what he's able to do. Be sure to tweet the stream and let Taylor and I both know who you guys think is going to win. The hashtag Elgato20K. Be sure to tweet it. Let us know who you think's taking this one. Juked or Elevate. Taylor, prediction.
Wow. Well, right now, prediction right off the bat. There's a portal capture. There you go. And the scream, of course, which you knew was coming from Money, sounding like a 10-year-old schoolgirl with that scream and losing his voice entirely. Look at this. There's two people from Juked ready to score. Saint gets in there, and look at the other person just waiting right now by the tractor trailer. And that was Sin. Unfortunately, he's not going to score, but don't get too greedy. There's still one out.
Yeah, I mean, great job right there picking up those two early. And look at Embos rocking with the Bison. And I mentioned this earlier on the A stream.
Yep.
The thing is, we've talked to players about why they like the Bison so much, and we talked to TP especially from Complexity. What he stated is that with the Bison, he's able to get right up in their face, and especially if you put steady aim on that, it just melts people. So good, and he says he likes the Bison because he's playing so aggressive. He knows he's going to die, so why not smash him right in the mouth, come out hot?
Exactly, and 4-1 is your score. Oh my gosh, and you know that's matching the KD of Imbos, who's currently 4-1, Saints 3-2. And then we see Spacely and Sin at the bottom. However, Spacely does have a capture, so playing that objective role. Ambo's in a gunfight, and he's going to go ahead and dip out and head for the enemy portal. But you got to look, though. Elevate has one player down in the back, and he's actually picking up some nice kills there. And that was Strife, I do believe, or Strife, and he does go down. And right now, you know, just as we were talking to Money Shot in the beginning, they said they're going to shut him down. It looks like they're doing exactly that.
Yeah, I mean, we're on board with Strife right now. He's going to take the opportune time to reload, and it looks like he's just going to push up here. And Strife actually has a very nice opportunity to pick up this capture here. You notice one member of this Juke squad trying to rotate back. And nice Strife wins the gunfight, but he doesn't know he can actually get this capture, but now it's going to be a little more
nice kill.
Good job by Strife, and he's going to be able to slide in there. Easy capture.
Textbook style capture there, just coming in big, winning a nice 2 gunfights there, and going into some more action. He's doing fantastic. 6-2. You look at Slash 5-3. Attach 3 and 4. And then Miyagi once again at the bottom, 1-4. He's been struggling in all 3 game modes. I don't know what's going on with him.
Yeah, and we're going to switch over here to Juke just for a little bit. The score is 4-3, though, still in favor of Juke. Great play coming out here from Strife. He's
no one ever makes that jump. I just want you to know that. I've seen that 4 or 5 times. No one has ever made it once. Yeah,
and it looks like Saint's about to get flanked right here. He gets picked up, and whoever that was from Elevate, it looks like that was actually perhaps Miyagi, and Miyagi's going to have a nice little run right here toward the blitz point, and he's going to jump in there. Very nice move.
Nice move.
Miyagi dipping out. Get into a gunfight, and Miyagi should have the cap there. No, gets taken out, and you see his teammate Stripe switch over to him, see what he's able to do. Shut down as well, trying to go into that post office, and now look at what's happening here from Juke. Very, very aggressive push, and notice that they're pushing all the lanes, the left, middle, and right. Great job.
Yeah, this is fantastic from them, and that guy on the left lane looks like he's going to be ahead of the game, and that is going to be Sin. He's going to be camping it up on that left-hand side until his teammates can help him out. And, you know, might as well just be patient. You got a 2-cap lead at this point. Of course, Elevate trying to make a little bit of a comeback there. Nobody from Elevate at Juke's portal, but Embo's going through mid-street. He is going to get taken out as well as Sin. So get on board with Saint, you know, the guy to watch as we did in the beginning. You know, he's going off. Just screams off as he gets that kill, and going left lane with his teammates over here.
Yeah, and Saint's going to be pushing back here. He has the support, and it looks like they're going to run into a little bit of a resistance, but Saint opts to go for a different path. They're going to try pushing up here. He has to be careful. He does go down, but look at Embos. We need to switch over to him, see what he's able to do. Embos choosing to go back here. Picks up a huge kill with the MTAR. Great job by Embos. And now we're going to see him move around here, and it looks like he may get into another gunfight here shortly. And Embos does get taken out. Why don't we switch over here? Looks like Sin will get the cap, and there it is, 6-3. And like we said, guys, Money told us, Money Shot being the coach, I believe he's actually the coach of Denial, but he's coaching Juke right now. What he stated is that they are going to come out and literally just play so loud in this game, and they are screaming, and I have not heard a peep out of Elevate.
No, you haven't. You have not heard a peep. And, you know, the what-if factor right now for Elevate is they just need to, you know, really dictate the pace of the game. They're not doing so. They're not winning their gunfights. You can see that. Miyagi, however, has stepped up his game. He's 5-9, but they need to push all lanes just as Team Juked is doing. Right now, Spree's down. You want to see them push up and really gain map advantage. See how they are leaving that left side totally at risk if a player does spawn up there. And let's get on board with Miyagi. Miyagi picks up a nice kill, going for a portal capture to try to bring it 4-7 as the final seconds are nearing. Going in, spots a player on the dumpster, able to win that gunfight and get in. Very good win.
Great job by Miyagi there, able to pick up the 2 kills and then get another capture just before time expired. But you have to be aware of the fact that while he did get a capture, Juked did as well.
Yes.
Juked up 8-4 right now on the first side of Blitz, and Juked is in the position that they definitely want to be in. They're still getting loud. Saint hyping his team up. We were told to watch Saint 10-12 with a capture. Not bad at all. But the player that I think really impressed me out there was someone who wasn't doing as much as the other guys in terms of being in their face, but Sin making a lot of intelligent plays out there, playing very patiently, able to wait for the support, and that is the sign of a player who knows exactly what to do when it comes to Blitz and taking the time and playing the pace of the game correctly.
And not to mention Imbos and Spacely going off as well with those 3 captures, really playing that objective role, paying a little bit of attention to Elevate. How are they going to react? They are 4 captures down at this point, and Slasher facing that smoke through middle. A lot of smoke, able to pick up a nice kill there, and we're going to see the rest of the... Actually, there's one Sneaky Beaver over on that left-hand side. That is going to be attached now, watching over at Gina's with that tractor site, and Remington and Imbos at the portal, just watching it, and Spacely
and Saint are there.
Yeah, they're both there, ready to capture. Oh, whoa, one gets shut down, but working at 2-on-1. Saint able to get through, make another capture, but they're going to trade off there, bringing the score 5-10.
Yeah, great job right there by Elevate, responding back with a capture just after Juke took one. So why don't we switch over here, see what Juke is able to do. We see Saint playing a little bit of defense right now, Embos as well. And we're going to switch over here to Spacely. It looks like he's going to be trying to flank all the way around here with his buddy Sin. And they have to be careful, though, because of the fact that flanking around, while it is a good option, a lot of people choose to go to the left or the right side for the flank. Rarely do you see teams go up the middle as much. And while that is expected, because a lot of teams want to be sneaky, the middle is actually where Complexity likes to push a lot and hammer that middle lane because of the fact that he's neglected so much.
Complexity's gun skill is godlike, and so is Spacely as he was going up middle, able to win a nice gunfight. However, he's not going to be successful in capturing, but Imbo is going to make a change with the Remington going in really slow, you know, looking for the rest of the players and able to make that capture. Right now a 5-score lead for Team Juke. There you go, as another portal capture has in fact scored. Imbo going to get taken out, and there's a player pushing up, and they are able to get it from Team Elevate. Wow, this is getting really, really good as Elevate. There was 3 down currently for Juke, and then Elevate Miyagi is going to be pushing up through that bar. Has the opposition towards that right. Very dangerous. Able to pick up a kill. No, gets taken out. Unfortunately, he's not going to score.
Yeah, the caster curse right there. Thought that Miyagi was going to be able to pick it up. Why don't we go on board with Slasher? He is actually playing quite well right here, 19-12. He's actually going to be one of the Slayers on Blitz along with Attach. Attach being the more passive Slayer, Slasher playing very aggressive. I love watching Slasher play Blitz because what he does, aside from his shot, is he has very good positioning on his enemies. You see him just using the walls to his advantage, dipping back around. He does go down, unfortunately. We'll go on board with Strife, the man who does all the objective work on this team, along with some help from Miyagi. But Strife told me he is a pure objective player, and that's what we were seeing right now as he's trying to move around here, get another capture for his team, using the smoke to his advantage. Big kill on Embos, and now we're going to see Strife move in here and try to pick up a capture.
And he is going to be successful. Oh, no! It was that one shot, gets taken down just an inch from the portal, and that is a disappointment for them. But Embos, he's going to be making a difference here, pushing up through middle street. Smoke is down. He actually got a hit marker on that smoke, tipping him off to a player and going for the 2-piece. He's going to be unsuccessful. Hopping on board with Saint. That MTAR rocking the objective play with 3 captures. Going for it. Spots a player and gets taken off on the Heglage on the truck. Looking at Elevate. They're going to be slowly pushing up on that right-hand side. The aggression is real, but from Strife as well. It looks like he could make another portal capture. It's nearing down to the final, really, seconds with just 1 minute and 45 seconds remaining. Elevate needs to kick it into high gear now, or else they are going to be eliminated from this tournament.
Yeah, right now we see Slasher trying to do everything in his power. 22-15, no captures coming from him or Attach. When you look at Juke, though, that kind of tells a bit of a story. Even the Slayers on Juke have captures. 4, 3, 3, 2, opposed to 4 and 3. So you can't say anything about the Slayers because they are doing the role. Slasher's playing so well, but you have to wonder, Juke may be the better, more well-rounded team, especially in this Blitz game. What I love, though, is the fact that this Juke squad is rotating so well together. You notice every time one of them dies, especially Saint, is able to run back and rotate. Great job from Saint. Great rotations all around, and that's why Juke is winning here.
Yeah, you notice Elevate, as soon as they die, they spawn up. They don't even check the portal. They don't go back and check it. They just start rushing up, and at this point, they're getting desperate. The desperation attempt is on. They are currently 5 down with just 50 seconds remaining. That's actually going to be it. Elevate is not going to be able to make a comeback at this point, nor are they going to be able to make relays. Imbos on that defense, and that's game.
Yeah, we'll hear them screaming here in a second. They know that they won. I'll just let you guys listen for a moment.
What if they can hear it, man? Sin going off right now. His head looks like a bobblehead, just going back and forth. His little, anyways, they're going to be playing Strictly Business next. That's going to be a fantastic matchup, and they were already top 8. Now I guess it's getting down to,
Getting to the nitty-gritty, man.
Getting down to the nitty-gritty.
Yeah. The thing I love, though, about this squad going up against Strictly Business is Strictly Business has a very aggressive team, and they have the passive AR play and the aggressive AR play coming in from both Beers, as well as you have some aggressive slaying coming in from Saints.
Right.
Beers is going to be holding it down, very passive AR play. Saints runs around and literally just lights kids up.
Yeah.
Great play by Strictly Business. We saw them go down to complexity on the first match on the stream. However, they are still in it.
Yep.
They're going to have to play through the losers now, though. But this will be a phenomenal matchup. Not sure who's casting it, but Strictly Business up against Juked coming up next. And Juked is hot, and they are amped.
Yes, they are, and just a little bit of attention to Elevate. They played fantastic in this tournament.
They did.
I mean, they beat some monsters. For example, Optic. That is a team to beat. Going in hot. Big Timer was retiring. They wanted to win. They were hungry for it. Came down to the final match, and they just went big. Unfortunately, Juked, with that hype, just was a little bit too much for them to handle. Juked moves on. Elevate will be eliminated, but fantastic performance overall.
Yeah, and I think the aggressive play by Juked really just spoke as to what changed everything. Elevate likes to play aggressive, but Juked was able to make Elevate play at their pace,
right?
And they were better at it. Right there, you have to give to them. But Elevate going home, unfortunately for them, but they did have a great tournament, placing very well. So great job by Elevate. Can't say enough for them.
No, you really can't say enough, man. But it's fantastic casting this match. Thank you so much for staying in. And also, don't go anywhere. We come up next. We have Strictly Business going against Juke. Juke's going to bring the hype. Strictly Business is going to bring the gun skill.